Welcome to Smart Buffering, an approach built on the theory of constraints. It helps manage production flow by controlling delays, protecting lead times, and improving overall efficiency. A buffer is simply an extra time or quantity added to absorb unexpected delays in a process. Think of it as a safety cushion that keeps the workflow smooth, even when something goes wrong. For example, if an order needs 2 days to produce and we add 1 buffer day, the total becomes 3 days. This extra buffer ensures we can still deliver on time, even if minor issues occur along the way. In short, a buffer protects the flow, not the task. In our module, every sale order is dynamically linked with buffer tracking. The buffer % column represents how much of the available buffer has been consumed during the production or delivery process. Each color indicates the order's current flow status, helping teams prioritize tasks instantly. Green, safe zone. The order is progressing smoothly. Yellow, warning zone. The order is approaching the constraint limit. Red, critical zone. Immediate attention is required to avoid delay. Black, overconsumed. The buffer has exceeded its limit. This order is delayed. This simple yet powerful visual helps the team focus on what needs action first, ensuring better control and faster response across all operations. Beyond sales orders, buffer tracking is available at every operational level. In manufacturing orders, it shows how much production time buffer is consumed. In work orders, it tracks task-level progress against the allocated buffer. In the product model, it defines the initial buffer configuration, the base for all calculations. And in purchase orders, it highlights delay days, helping to identify supply chain slowdowns early. With this integrated approach, you can monitor buffer consumption across your entire flow, from purchase to production to delivery, making your operations more predictable and constraint-aware. Now let's set up buffer sizes in the TOC module. Go to Configuration, Buffer Size. Click New to create a new buffer size record. First, give your buffer a descriptive name. We'll start with 10 days. Then add buffer mode as manual setting and select time buffer for the buffer type. Now, define the value. Enter 10 for the buffer value, and set the buffer unit to days. For the second example, create a new record and name it 50% of customer lead time. Change the buffer mode to automatic calculation and type 50 into the buffer time percentage. The system will now dynamically calculate the buffer size as 50% of the total lead time for the linked product or sales order. This flexibility allows for both fixed, safety stock-like buffers, and dynamic buffers that scale with the complexity of order. Last, a simple 20-hour manual time buffer can also be configured easily by adjusting the buffer value and selecting hours as the unit. Your buffer sizes are now ready to be assigned in finished products. Now let's see how the buffer configuration is applied. Please refer to the screenshot. Here, we open a finished product and highlight the applied buffer field. From this field, the system automatically calculates the buffer in days and stores it directly within the product record. These buffer days are calculated based on actual working days, following your company's calendar. This ensures accurate planning and real-time visibility of buffer consumption. Please note, buffer configuration applies only to finished products, not to individual components. With this setup, you can clearly see how each product's safety margin is defined before production even begins. Your buffer sizes are now ready to be assigned in finished products. Now, let's look at how buffer consumption works across different stages of a product's lifecycle. In this example, the commitment date is 15 days, which includes 10 actual production days and 5 buffer days for safety. Starting with the purchase order, materials were planned to arrive in 2 days. However, a supplier delay of 1 day caused the first buffer day to be used. That's 20% of the total buffer consumed. Next, in the manufacturing stage, 5 days were planned for assembly and welding. Due to a machine breakdown, 2 days were lost here, increasing the buffer usage to 40%. Inside the work order, the same 40% buffer consumption is reflected automatically, since it's part of manufacturing. Finally, the sale order combines all delays, 1 day wasted from purchase and 2 from manufacturing, giving a total of 3 wasted days out of 5 buffer days, or 60% overall buffer consumption. This gives teams a complete, transparent view of where delays occurred and how much buffer has been consumed at each stage, helping improve planning accuracy and production control. This is hourly buffer monitoring. In the sales order view, you instantly see each order's health. A sales order shows overall buffer, here 55%, combining stages like manufacturing and purchasing. The manufacturing order shows buffer and wasted days, 15% consumed due to delays. Work orders show the same percentage for specific operations. In products, the applied buffer, here 20 hours, sets the base for all calculations. Now let's go to the purchase orders form view. It reflects vendor delays. Any delay automatically increases the linked sales orders buffer, helping teams track pending deliveries and plan resources efficiently. Sales order, progress bars summarize all orders, from safe to critical. After monitoring buffer across every level, the next step is buffer management and proactive actions. Our system helps identify delayed products instantly through progress bars. For example, when the buffer reaches a critical level like 74%, it signals immediate attention. Managers can then take quick action. Mark a product as unavailable if production is halted, extend completion time to realign planning, or increase efficiency by reallocating resources. They can also adjust working hours, adding shifts or overtime to complete the order on time. These proactive actions help teams recover delays faster, prevent bottlenecks, and maintain smooth, on-time delivery across all orders. Thank you for watching. With our TOC buffer management system, transform visibility into action, achieving efficiency, control, and consistent on-time performance.